All right, welcome back to my allocation mini series here, where I'm going to just talk about some allocated bottles. So the first type of allocated bottles I really want to talk about is our lower tier allocated bottles. And I'm actually going to put this one out there as an allocated bottle because it depends on what state you live in, whether or not you're able to get Buffalo Trace. And this Buffalo Trace is a store pick. We can talk about what a store pick is later. But this bottle of Buffalo Trace depends on where you live. Here in California, where I am from, not too hard to get a hold of, but may not be readily available on the shelf. So this is probably that lower end, lower tiered allocated bottle that some people are willing to have. Great, fantastic bottle, especially for the price range on this. It's about what, $30. If you need a good bottle, if you need it for guests or you know a bourbon lover in your life, can't go wrong here, especially depending on your price range for budget purposes. All right, next lower tier allocated bottle, which once again, these are not always readily available. It depends on where you live. Here in California, our Costco's have been getting a ton of Eagle Rare 10-year. I'm going to be real specific about the 10-year because there is a Eagle Rare 12-year that is probably higher tier. Very similar looking bottle though. The only difference is that 12-year mark and also the foil that comes on top. So this Eagle Rare though, great drink, lower price range also, not readily available. Supply though probably a bit higher, so that's a lower tier. But if you see it, you want to get somebody a good bottle of bourbon, can't go wrong here with Eagle Rare 10. It is an allocated bottle, but probably you could see and find this a little bit easier than some of those higher allocations. All right. And the last allocated bottle, and a pretty common bottle that we see when people are talking about bourbons and allocations and stuff, is our Blantons. And these are fun. If you have a bourbon lover in your life and you know for a fact they have not started collecting Blantons, or they have started a collection but they haven't finished it, these toppers right here, really cool. They come with little letters, and this one happens to be A. My husband and I, NorCal Neat, have finished the collection. And if you take all these toppers, once the bottles are empty, and you send them to Blanton's, they will put them all together and it will spell out Blanton's. Really cool, neat, nifty gift. This bottle in particular is more expensive than the other two that I did show you for that lower tier. I'd say these are closer to $80 to $100.